guys, I'm Strados. We're playing ARK Survival Evolved. Wave high, yay! Okay. Anyways, back to this. So we're up here on the top of this little hill. I got my little ragtag, a group of dinosaurs I've been collecting as they kind of show up and attack. If I deem that I know them, or not know them, sorry, need them, and yeah. So I've got a bear for fiber collection. I'm not sure really why I need him for this next project. Found a packy, level 12, not really bad, but he was kind of cool looking. Look at this. He's got green horn spikes and he's got a green body. Thought he was neat. Got a pretty high level scorpion here. I was level 100, and after getting him tamed, pretty well, he went to 152 after using him a little bit. I've got a couple of these Dodecaruses up here to collect stone for me. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 3, and then that's number 4 right there. And then I've got an Ankylo right now. I've only got the one. He's level 62, but he'll do for now. And then I've got I've got this. This is my main RG that I've been using to carry me around and load everything up. I've got a bunch of stuff on him now. I'm getting ready to build, and his weight is up there at 1800. So for today's episode, I want to build a kind of a mining outpost up here. I have had one in the past, somewhere on another mountaintop, but it was really poorly placed. I've only got one Ankylo up there. I got nobody for stone, and there's not a whole lot of nodes right where I put on top of the mountain. It's a very bad choice. I don't even want to really show it. So I want to build a new one, and this one I actually want to make it look kind of stylish. So the other one I had was just like, it was literally just a small platform that stuck out off the cliff a little bit, and had a couple forges, boxes, and a smith on it. I want to do something pretty nice. So I'm thinking I'll build off of here. It's going to be used stone pillars and ceilings, whatever, and it's going to be coming out here, but it's going to be a little bit larger. I haven't really decided the size yet. I'll probably decide as I go, but I do want to have one of the not a behemoth gate, but I'll have one of the large stone gates, and I'm thinking I'll have it come down to here, hoping maybe right here is where I'll start it, and I'll probably do 4 wide to start out, and then let me get back up here. Yeah, 4 wide to start out. Now, I'm not exactly sure how much I want to do after that. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I've got a bunch of pillars with me now. I'm going to go ahead and start building, and we'll just see what turns out. Hey guys, and I'm back. I don't know why I'm typing. There we go. There we go. Anyways, this is the new little mountain base forging outpost, whatever you want to call it. Let me go ahead and exit out of this real quick. And there's my little defense squad out here. I got a couple Ankylos, a bunch of these little guys for collecting stone. I've got a couple panthers out here, or sabers, panthers. Help support them as well in case anything that spawns in tries to kill them. They've been doing fine. I haven't lost anybody yet. There's my heavy load RG right there. So, let me back up here. That's my little rewind sound effects. But anyways, so on the front I've got 3 on each side of the plant species X to help defend. I've got some auto torches right there on the front. I made this little archway thing. I'm kind of liking it. Obviously, I didn't paint it yellow like the rest of the walls here. Just couldn't reach it and didn't really feel like messing with it. I kind of went overboard, as you can tell with the painting. I did all the pillars black, and the flooring is black, and I just did all the basic walls yellow. And pretty much kind of going most of the way up. And then, it looks like, yeah, that's over there too. But yeah, so we got these guys for defense. Hopefully I've got them all on range high. Yeah, range high. Turn that back off because it's kind of cluttered in here. I've been taming a lot of things that come near, just so I could use them for an egg farm later on. So I brought these guys up to help use them in the last video for building the tree base. But yeah, so we come in here. I kind of zoom past it. I've got these guys in here. Don't really play PvP, but I could use these possibly, if I wanted to put some of those beetles in here and have them produce the fertilizer stuff that we would need for the plant species X. Right now, I've just been bringing fertilizer up from the other beetle. He's been doing a good job, and we've got enough to fill all these guys up. Actually, before we go too much inside, I'll show you over here real quick. Since there isn't really a close water source, I've got these reservoirs set up, and these ones have been kind of like I've been placing them as I kind of go along. I don't think I need more than this, because if I open this up here, like 500, 5, 488, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Now it did just rain, so these are all full. But I think right before the rain period, one of these was probably empty, and the other one was probably like half empty. So the water that's being used isn't that much. So I probably got more than enough that I need for what I have right now, but I've got plenty of water storage capacity for when I decide to upgrade, maybe add a few more plants. And then of course I've got an attachment that goes underneath the ground and provides water for myself. But yeah, so all the piping goes underneath. I've got the faucet connection, whatever that waters these guys is underneath the flooring here. So it's nothing's in the way. But yeah, so okay, we come in here. We've got our table. We've got our 3 little mortar pestles for crafting, spark powder, necrotics, stimulants, whatever the heck we need, gunpowder. We got, of course, the smithing table, and then I've got the 5 forges in here, and then I've got a bunch of little storage boxes I put in here for the center. This isn't supposed to be a base. It's just mining outpost. So all of this, as I mine it, I'll use maybe heavy loader or somebody else to carry this back to the other base. So this is just your basic outpost. I've got 2 landing pads right now. This one I'm kind of using as a holding area. These are all guys that kind of wandered up and I've captured. All these scorpions here are females. I've got the female raptor, and I've got him. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that rock guy. He should be out there with the rest of them. I don't know why he's in here. I've got a Packy that wandered in. I captured it just because I thought it looked really cool. I believe it's a female too. Let me go ahead and show that. Yeah, it's a female. But all green with green spikes. I thought that was pretty neat looking. So I went ahead and tamed her up. I'll probably use her for an egg farm later on as well. But all these guys are sitting down here. I'll just pick them up whenever I decide to build the egg farm. And I'll bring them down to the base, which is over in that direction there, I think. Can I go here? Yeah, it's not loading in, but that's where our base is. Literally, our base is sitting right there. But yeah, so yeah, I didn't paint the back here. You can kind of see yellow, nothing. Anyways, onward with the back part. So we have this other landing pad here. Once it's said and done, and I'm not really using this as a staging platform to pick up stuff, I figured this would be a good spot to have a Quetzal land, and then over here we'd have all the smaller birds or aerial travel land. So we got, I've got this RG here. I've got 2 more flyers just in case. We got our thing here. I played with the spray paint or paint. It was supposed to be blue, but it turned them purple, as you can see. I wish the colors would stay as their colors and not be like tinted based on whatever their natural color is. This guy here, I use the commands to change the different zones, which you can look that up on the wiki. I'm just playing around. Same thing with this guy. I was just playing around with the commands a little bit. So yeah, this is the first store. So, and then I've got the auto traveler food. Let's go up and show you the second level real quick. So I was having some issues placing this when I was going all around. So there's a couple different snap points, I guess, up here to these walls here, and then to this ceiling. And no matter how I put it, there was a gap. So either the gap here, or it would put a gap over there, or that side. So I just kind of settled this because this was the smallest gap. And I probably should color all this stuff too, but I'm kind of lazy and done with the spray painter. Now I probably don't know how if I use the spray painter at all, unless it's like really something special. That seems a little bit off. I bet that's just because, yeah. So that's where one of the gates are at. It's probably the same thing over here, isn't it? Yeah, that one's not as bad. That one is. But anyways, yeah, I got pillars sticking through because up here, I'll show you again. I did this. I thought this looked kind of neat. You can see down, and then I did a 3rd level, which I probably should have just stuck with a 2 level, but I thought this kind of interesting. So I've got glass ceiling up there, a little bit of a gap there. Another again issue. I don't know why that's there, but I've got stone. I've got the fireplaces. I got 4. 2 on each side. I've got a table over here. I've got 3 beds over here for spawning in, or whatever. And then over here by these 2 fireplaces, I've got the table with a bench and 2 chairs, just to hang out. I tried getting into some decorating. I don't really have any canvases yet, but hopefully I can get those, sometime and maybe decorate this a little bit nicer. So out here, if you kind of noticed, well. Oh, that was close. Almost fell all the way. Let me get back up here. We'll just take him. Okay, I'll stay on him for. Whoa. Oh, okay. So each corner right now, as you can see, is empty and it's flattened out. I did this for 2 reasons. One, when you have the ceiling pieces intersect like that, it'll create something kind of funky looking, and they really need like an angle piece for corners. That would be really nice if they added that in, but they don't, so it's fine. So I left it flat like this. That way, if I ever decide to, maybe I'll put more plant species X, put the plots up here and have them grow as extra defense for as we go up. And then I've got 2 more up on this higher one here, and then up here, this is the ceiling that the glass, it clips to. But for some reason, I couldn't get it to actually snap to the end of the slopes there, and it kept trying to snap to the pillars, and that's all I could do. So finally, I was like, what the heck with it. It was when I was finishing up, it was pretty late. So I just went ahead and decided to just do it that way. It sticks out a little bit, but I mean, really, I guess you can kind of notice, but it's not hugely noticeable because it's like the 3rd floor, and by the time you're looking up, it's kind of dark around it. But for the most part, this is the mountain base. It works out pretty well. As you can see, I haven't painted this yet, but it goes all the way down on all sides. I filled this in completely, so there is no gaps. You don't see the ugly numerous pillars that are all over the place supporting this thing underneath. And yeah, I just like doing the wall structure going all the way down to kind of fill things in. I think it makes it look a little bit nicer. Yeah, I did get way overboard with this yellow, but oops, can we go in without it not freaking out? There we go. Boop. Boop, boop. And yeah, look at that. So if you you don't know this yet, they've added a new haircut feature, so your hair slowly grows in game. So I gave my guy a little Tom Selleck mustache and then a mohawk. It's coming in fine. Look at that. It's coming in. Okay. Let's go back out front here. Alright guys. That is it for this episode. This is my mining base. Probably going to do some taming in my next video. I got to get some of these new creatures they just added. They added a whole bunch recently, and you know, I haven't really gone out to try to capture anything. I've got that one that collects air, but you know, I didn't really have to try too hard for that guy. So I'm going to go probably hunt around and see if I can find the other ones, and I'll upload something of that. So you guys, see you next time, and hope you enjoyed the video. Later.